Drinking myself to sleep, passing out, crying. I was so broken. I mean, I wouldn't say I was suicidal, but I began to Google, like, how to beat depression. I felt I was on the edge. I was right on the edge of tipping over and just losing it. I could have given up. I probably should have at many points. There was no reason to believe otherwise. You know, so I could look at that and said, you know, I'm a loser, I'm a tool, I'm going to quit. Or I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to be a honey badger over this thing and not give a crap, and I'm going to figure it out. You've got to believe things. And even one of my mentors, one of my first mentors, I said, I want to make $500,000 in this industry. And, you know, he said, Mark, I've been around it for 8 years. People make like 60 to 80,000. That's just what people do here. You know, you hear about the 500,000, but I ain't ever seen it. That's what he said. I said, I want to do it, though. I want to do it. So you can, they talk about Steve Jobs doing reality distortion, and you have to distort reality. You do. You have to see what others can't see. You have to do things others can't see. You have to deal with the ridicule and the belittling and the blasphemies at you and mocking and the jokes. And you have to take all of that, and you have to have enough focus where that stuff is just like bugs hitting the driving. You know, as you're driving 1,000 miles an hour, there's going to be bugs and squirrels that you run over and things that are hitting the windshield. And you got to be able to take all that stuff, and you're just in galactic speed. And I would visualize with Solomon, I'd take these verses and I'd visualize that that all these promises were happening. I would visualize, there's a verse, I think it's in Malachi, where it says, you know, if you bring the tithe into my storehouse, and it assumes integrity and hard work and 6 days and all that stuff, then I'll bring in so much blessing that I'll open the windows of heaven and bring in so much blessing you won't know where to put it. And it's this idea, and literally I would visualize all this wealth coming into my account, and literally at the federal government had a limit. I think it was a $100,000 limit on how much you could put in a bank account, and we maxed that frickin' bank account out, and I literally had to go find another bank account to put money in. I mean, it was the manifestation. I saw these things happening, but I believed in them way before I had any real reason to. So faith is the evidence of things not seen. That's what living in faith is. And on earth, you know, you've got to put your faith into tangible manifestations, things and people and institutions and realities that are touchable. You know, visceral things. Like I would imagine that my clients would see me at a live event and throw their hands around me and hug me and cry and tell me how much they changed my life. Now, every week, there are clients that have tearful stories of how my story and my impact and this and that has changed their lives. I mean, it's incredible. But I saw it all before there was any reason to believe it. Really.
Really?